Podcast. I'm Bree.
And I'm Hannah.
I had a thought. That's why I had a delay where I was like, this episode needs to start with Mariah's Carey. Like,
oh, yeah.
Time.
If we had a soundboard, which I one day want us to have, then we will have that. We can just press buttons. And then
I considered like doing it, but I was like, that's going to be so ratchet.
just like appalling.
Like everyone's like
it's 8 a.m. I'm driving to work. Did you have to do that right now?
And it'd be so off.
I know. Well, the thing is, when we record this one, we're coming off of an hour straight of recording last week's episode. So we're fired up.
Yeah.
We're in the zone. But I recognize that some people might be, dragging their butt
like
to work.
Sipping
trying
coffee.
to get through the last
and not
week.
a midday coffee.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. This is from UG, our girls over there.
Santa's cookie.
Santa's cookie, the best.
You know what else is really good,
what?
though? It's like maple pecan something. Sorry that I don't know the exact name.
I love all those words.
It's so good. So good.
This is my favorite right now. I have
now.
I mean, I've had the gingerbread. Oh, also check out the socks. We're being festive today. Yeah, your outfit's a little bit cuter than mine. Mine's a little bit tacky, but you know what?
I feel like you look so cute. And we're like, let's dress festive. I'm like, yeah. And all I have is like a red sweater.
I love it. No, it's so cute. And like the lip color is perfect. Everything's great. I just love it. I feel like I stepped out of like an 80s movie, but maybe not in a good way. I'm going to say it's in a good way, but perhaps not.
I feel like you look, well, the bangs are like making it.
Banging.
The bangs are banging.
Regardless, you know what? They're there. So we're going to commit to that for the next, 4 to 6 weeks, but until they grow out. I think I'm going to keep them though, because
what's Austin think of them?
He literally looked me straight in the face and he was like, I liked your other haircut, but you look good with these too. And I was like, thank you. To be fair, when I first got them, I didn't really have them styled at all. They were just kind of like down. Mm-hmm. And he's like, and then I was like, Austin, are you serious? Of course I picked a fight with him over it. And he was like, no, you look pretty. You always look pretty. But like, if you ask me which one I prefer the other one. I'm like, I didn't ask you which one you prefer. I said, what do you think? And he's like, that's what I think. And I was like, oh.
I know, man.
He's just such a blunt guy that sometimes I'm like, could you,
soften that blow for me?
Yeah, just like humor me just one time. Because I know he prefers my hair like lighter as well, which to be fair, I also do. I think I look better with like blonder hair. But
really?
But I feel like the red suits me more as like a person.
I don't like, to me, the hair you have right now is you.
Thank you.
And then then when you're blonde,
Austin, take notes. This is how you respond.
I think it looks so good, but then you go back red, and I'm like, oh, there she is.
I just love the red, and I think it's hard right now because I am embracing the pale complexion and darker hair, and that's sometimes a difficult combo to like feel pretty in. But it's natural. Like my hair grows out of my head, like pretty close to this color.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to keep blonding and touching it up every 4 weeks, and then my roots grow in, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And also, I love spray tans, and I always will, but it's a lot to keep up with. And then, like, every single week you have to go. And then, especially with me running right now, I'm like, it's going to chafe off anyways. Like, what's the point? And it's better for my skin. Like, I'm just taking a break, and I don't think I've spray tanned maybe, like, one time since I had an event in October, and that's the only spray tan I've had since the summer when I was actually just tan. And I was actually going to talk to you about this because I have a hard time embracing, like, my pale skin, and I feel like neither of us have been spray tanning or anything, and it's difficult.
It is hard.
Like, especially because I struggle with like acne scars, that it's very visible.
Yeah.
And if I'm not wearing makeup and I don't have a spray tan, I'm like, I feel exposed.
So I was just thinking that as we're like putting on our festive fit, I'm like, I'm so pale. And don't get me wrong, I'm obsessed with sprays. Like there's something about them.
They level you up. You feel so confident.
Oh. But sometimes you do want to break. It's almost like my nails. Like I've been in this weird phase where I'm like, I kind of want naked nails for a second.
Yeah.
And I think that, I don't know, it's like humbling.
Like low maintenance,
And also like just in my head, I'm like, I used to do this all the time. Like when did I get so high maintenance that I felt like I needed to spray tan every single week? But
I felt pretty whenever I was doing it. And there are some like drawbacks because of course then you have to find time to spray tan and exfoliate and make sure that you wear dark clothes to bed. You're going to get on the sheets. You're going to smell like that weird smell for the whole night. And it's such a first world problem, but it is annoying whenever you have to do it all the time. So I feel like the break has been very welcome, especially with hair too, because I'm like, I don't want to keep going and spending all the money and everything to lighten it. And then my hair was like dry and brittle, and now it's like coming back to life a little bit. But then I'm looking at pictures of myself that pop up from like June whenever I was tan with blonde hair.
You can never look at your summer self in the dead of winter.
Oh no! Like I look so much better when I do myself.
Everyone in the dead of winter is pale. We've put on like 5 pounds of like just needed weight.
Yes, it's to keep us warm through the winter.
Yeah, summer is just a different version.
I know. I don't know what you just glow different. Like I get it, but also I've been trying so hard because on the one hand I like it because like this is how I was probably supposed to be. Like I came out of the womb pale with red hair.
Yeah.
So if I'm supposed to be this way, that's fine. And it costs me less anyways. But it also sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, I just miss being tan. You know,
I know.
That was nice.
I try to do sprays for like special events in my life.
Yeah, which I like.
It's just that the holidays typically there's a lot.
I know. And then I'm like, do I start tanning again then for all the events, or do I just bite the bullet and stay pale the whole season? Because I am afraid that once I tan, now that I've gotten so used to being pale, if I do a spray tan, it'll make it that much more appalling by contrast.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's worse than I thought. Like,
no, the funny thing is I feel like you look great.
Thank you.
And not that you don't look great with a spray tan too, but I don't look at you and think, oh wow, she doesn't have a spray right now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But like we do that to ourselves.
Yeah.
We're like, everyone's probably like, wow, she's pale.
Even like, whenever you're looking at yourself, like you're changing clothes and you're like, oh, like a spray tan just hides so much that I think I would like to stay hidden. And then whenever you don't have one, I'm like, I feel like I'm just, on display, even though it's just me that I'm being displayed to, but I'm like, don't like it.
Do you ever think, this is me probably getting way too introspective and I get way in my head, but since you do it too, I'm allowed to say it.
Yes.
Like that we're literally talking about ourselves a different shade of skin. Like that's how material, and listen, I'm in the Botox industry. I have no room to talk, but like we're literally like, oh, I like myself better, like a different hue.
It's very dystopian, almost
crazy.
Like to think about like, the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're not like a fangirl of those, but like,
I read every single one.
Oh my gosh, I would not have guessed. Okay, but in the Hunger Games in the Capitol, then everyone has these crazy like beauty things that they've done, and we're like, that's so ridiculous. Then if you think about it, we kind of do that in America. Like, we can change our skin tone. That's ridiculous.
We can literally get rid of wrinkles on our face.
Yes, we can get rid of wrinkles. You can put plastic in your body to like change your shape. You can change your hair color. You can change your eye color. Like everything can be modified. So then I'm like, maybe it's not that far off. Like maybe we're just one step removed from having like tiger stripes.
So. Yeah.
So
or like even like Handmaid's Tale. Did you ever watch that?
No, but I've heard it's
sometimes
appalling.
I'm like, we're way too close. We're getting way scary close.
When the dystopian things start to hit close to home, like time to go back to Colleen Hoover, I guess.
This is it's getting way my head's getting a little read
my fairy books. That's about it. But no, I'm happy that I'm doing it, and also I'm
proud.
I'm trying to be in an era of like taking care of my skin and not covering it up. So we're doing our best.
I feel like your skin is skinning.
Thank you. Thanks to your products.
Well, that too,
Hallelujah.
but like,
it's just buy from Skinwise and your life will get good.
You're
Everything
hired.
will improve.
You're hired.
Like we have to disclaim your life might not actually improve. Your skin will improve.
Like
that's about it.
at the bottom
of
our.
Okay, so our topic today: gift ideas for the girls.
I love gift ideas for the girls specifically.
I know. Well, I mean, it's hard to find gifts for men. It is. So some of these could be both ways, but it's less fun to talk about.
I do actually think buying for men is fun too, but it's something about girls knowing girls that's more fun.
It is, and how creative girls can be. I get so annoyed if I look at gift guides for men and everything is like beard oil, cigars.
It is.
Hot
Golf
sauces.
balls.
Like, what else is there? Is this it?
Nail clipper packet thing.
And then for women, it's like you can have the most vast array of different
it's
things.
Literally
like
women casual, women working.
Yes.
Women like everything.
Women Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Women with kids under 3. Like it's so categorized.
Sporty mom.
Yeah. Yeah. Sporty mom who's a tourist who doesn't like juices. Like it's very, very niche, but I love it.
I know.
So we polled the crowd. We asked everyone what their favorite gifts that they've given were and their favorite gifts that they've received. And we got a really good list. Some duplicates, which is good.
I'm excited. This is also my first time hearing it. So I'm excited.
It's going to be fun. I think we probably have some to contribute as well.
Yes.
I threw mine in just like, mixed in. But this one we did for our podcast party. It's a favorite things basket.
Yeah.
This can be any price point. You can go expensive. You can go budget friendly. But in a favorite things basket, if I were to get one, like it's a good birthday gift as well because it's thoughtful and you can put a bunch of different things in. I would do like a mug. I would do a candle because everybody loves candles.
I was about to say, candle is like there's no going wrong with a candle.
Absolutely not, especially a Skinwise candle.
Yeah, I was about to say, shameless plug, Skinwise candle. They're on sale until the end of December. And I do, if I say so myself, it smells amazing.
It smells amazing. I have it in my bathroom right now, so every time I take a bath, I light it, and it smells like a spa. It's
good,
beautiful. But candles are amazing. And if you're anything like Brie and myself, those don't last long around the house.
Yeah.
They'll get burnt through.
They get quick.
Yeah. And Sam's Club has a candle right now for $19.99.
Is it huge?
It's a 5-wick candle. It's literally this big. Like it is massive. It's like a...
Is it green?
Green and red. They have like one of each. And I burnt through the red one in like 2 weeks. It's massive.
I'm a Costco girly.
I'll get you one.
Do you think that that's a thing? Like a Sam's Club versus Costco people?
I think that the pinnacle of wealth is probably being both. Probably.
I want to be.
You can afford both memberships. I mean, not that it was like $40 a year, so probably not the pinnacle of wealth, but up there.
Yeah.
But we're Sam's just because it's so much closer.
I know.
So that's the only reason.
We could swap. We could do a card swap day.
Ooh,
You
that
come
could
with
be
me, I go with
fun.
you.
Yeah, and just explore. And it's just like the same things with different brands.
Yes.
I like Sam's. I never want to go, but we have been having a fun time going in the evenings because we're old apparently.
Yeah.
But whenever I go on a Saturday, it is like I walked into the gates of hell.
I can't do that.
Absolutely not. And the carts are so abnormally large. The crowds are
Too
just
much.
no.
The lights.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm
smell of
dizzy.
Just
Why am I
garage.
dizzy?
Yeah. I'm dizzy. I'm going to pass out.
Yeah.
But on a Monday evening, you go to Sam's Club, there's nary a person in sight. It's just you and your thoughts.
Desolate.
Feels like a zombie apocalypse came
With
through.
the XL size,
which is
everything.
exactly what I want.
Yeah.
So Sam's Club on a Monday. That's my ideal shopping time. But all that to say, candles from there are fantastic.
I did not know that. I didn't even think about that.
I think it's a special that they have right now. I don't think it's all the time. Like, I don't think it's a perpetual item, but what do I know? Do you have any like staples that you would put in the favorite things basket?
If it's for the girls, I'm always doing eye patches.
Amazing.
Because I feel like we
Yeah.
don't buy that for ourselves naturally. We're like, we don't need that.
Yes.
But like when you get one, you're like, oh. Or like a
Don't mind if I
face
do.
sheet mask, like an
Yes.
easy. I'm like, okay, fine.
Do you have recommendations of brands that you use for sheet masks?
So we carry the Epicutis, the same brand of the little gifty I got you, and those are amazing. They're like ibuprofen for the face. So if you're ever
Ooh.
feeling like inflamed or like post treatment, anything, it's perfect.
That's
and you can
nice.
buy them like just one, or you can buy a pack of them, which is kind of nice. So you can always come to us to get one. Otherwise, I'm not sure. I get really leery of.
That's why I asked, because I know if you just go and buy like the pink grapefruit ones from Target, they might not be very good for your skin.
I don't know
With all
on
the fragrance
that,
and
'cause
everything,
I don't,
so-
yeah, I don't do the drugstore ones.
Maybe-
Just come to Skinwise, everyone.
Yeah, and they'll
Or
hook you
shop
up.
online.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because everything's available
Online.
You could even do like if you had some that are on Amazon, make like a couple different.
It's a great idea. I should make a recommendation.
Because I would shop from those.
That's a
and
good
then
idea.
your eye patches are they Stella?
Yeah.
Stella and Grace?
Yes.
I don't know.
Stella and Grace.
Yes, they're so good.
And I do like those. I've gotten some different ones before, and those ones, the Stella and Grace specifically, and you can get those on Amazon. They don't leave a film. So like I like to do my eye cream and then put that patch on over it to kind of like lock it in, like all that product.
Yeah.
And some I've tried other ones and they leave like a crusty film, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because I like to use mine in the morning. I don't always like
And
to
then
use
your
it-
makeup doesn't go on as smooth.
So I love those, and then you can pop them in the fridge.
I do that all the time.
Or you can buy a box. They come in individual packs, and you can like gift them to different. Like I'll keep one at home to like always pop in people's.
Have you ever used lip masks? Like the kind of it's like an eye patch, but it goes over your lips.
I have.
Are they good?
I don't. First of all, I have a hard time keeping it on.
Because you do have to talk.
Like
That would be my struggle.
scrolling my
Have
phone.
things to say like in 12 seconds.
Yeah, and second, I just don't think I'm really picky about lip products. 'Cause I have very, very, very dry lips naturally. Like they crust really easy.
Yeah. I have some that I bought from Amazon just for like a spa thing, but I'm afraid to use them because I'm like, what if I break out around my, because they're like
They're
this
huge.
big. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what if I break out?
I actually have a funny video
So-
of me and my bestie when I lived in Chicago. We had them on. We were like
Like
just
Kylie
being
Jenner,
dumb.
yeah.
Yeah. Like so.
Jennifer
but
Coolidge.
I haven't, used
I
one
love it.
since then.
Well, I have some. We can try them together and
Okay.
then just patch test, but maybe perhaps
And
after
scroll
the
our
holidays.
phones.
Yeah.
Sit next to each other.
Because I don't want to be not photo worthy for the time being, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
Fair.
Okay. So favorite things basket, favorite candies, obviously.
Yeah.
For me,
Mine would be like dark chocolate.
yeah. Okay, Godiva, like something very classy.
Mm.
I'm going to throw in some Nerds ropes and some Nerds clusters and whatever the festive version of the Reese's egg / tree.
Oh, that's my
is.
favorite too.
They have Reese's footballs right now. So
Get
cute.
out. That's really
Yeah,
cute.
I picked up some for Austin on the way to get him from the airport, which speaking of that and eye patches, he got back from a bachelor party. He was gone all weekend and they golfed and like went to the casino and did all these things. So I was like, you have to do an eye patch. You're having some bags and they're
and
dark.
like, how do I tell you?
But he's fine. He like lets me put them on and they're nice and chilled. So he'll
That's
just sit there and
so
like watch
nice.
football and like, see, doesn't that feel so nice? And then his bags are, receding. It's great.
Yeah.
But
Oh, Alex, no.
he wouldn't do it.
He like if I put on a mask or something, like he's like last night I had to tell him to cool it on the dad jokes because like he will like poke fun at me because that's just his sense of
Yeah.
humor. And I'm like, okay, so this is my own home. I want to feel safe here
Yeah.
and look ugly.
Like if I want to put on my comfy, like the big ugly thing.
Oh, like
which I do have.
massive oversized.
Yeah,
and
sheet
I want a
mask.
nasty. My hair's gross.
Teeth light in.
Literally, like
looking like a creature from a different planet.
That honestly, the one reason I haven't bought my red light for at home, like the face one, is because I don't feel like dealing with my husband.
You would look like a stormtrooper, and
I can't wait.
But your skin would be amazing.
I'm going to just do it and tell him to deal.
Do you want a hot wife or not?
Yeah.
Because I cannot be hot all the time. No. I have to be ugly at home to be hot outside.
Yes. Like, let me be ugly in my own bed.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, Alex. Justice for Brie.
I know.
Austin is a pretty good
shirts.
Sort of hashtag, it's trending. He's like, what? But Austin is a good sport about those things specifically. Like, he'll get pedicures with me because I was like, your feet are
I know, but
traumatic.
Austin's an influencer.
Is he?
Because Alex will say every time, he's like, where do you think Hannah and Austin go for a pedicure? I'm like, oh, are you wanting to go?
Should we go?
Yes, I think we need to take him.
It's so fun, honestly.
It's like me telling Alex he needs a hydrofacial.
And he's like, yeah.
And he he wants one, but he's like, well, when am I going to have time? And I'm like, we got to figure out a time.
Make time. Come on. Well, Austin's good. Like I said, I don't know if he's just like,
he gave up
he's
a long
humoring
time.
me. Yeah. And he's like, whatever, it's fine. It's like easier to just go than fight.
Yeah.
But once he went for the first pedicure, he's like, it's actually really nice. Like, you go and they massage your leg. Like, what's not to love about it? You don't have to get pink polish. It's fine. Like, just get no polish and get a pedicure, and your toes are clipped. Everything is great.
Well, both of our men, I feel like, are like, mine is a clean. Alex is a clean freak.
Yes, germaphobe.
Like all of it.
Austin
like
is
can't stand any nothing sticky. Like the fact that I put on lotion and go to bed freaks him out.
Yeah.
He's like, how can you get in the sheets like that?
Austin
and I'm like,
is
I'm
the
not
same.
soaking in lotion, but like, and so I'm like, you would probably love it.
Yes.
Because
and like your
you'd
feet feel so
clean.
nice.
Yeah.
Especially in the summer when they're like out doing things. Like your toes are gonna get busted. Like they are not good toes.
Yeah.
They are
they're not
scary toes. So Austin will do that. I don't really try and put sheet masks on him, but I'm sure he would oblige me. But the eye masks he loves. Like they're cold, they feel nice. You can just sit there. It's great.
I should put some on Alex.
I have been meaning to gua sha his face because he has bad sinus infections and pressure. And I read that if you gua sha and do saline, it can help with that. So I'm gonna try and introduce that next.
Do you have a cold roller thing?
Yes.
I got a big fat one because it's so good for inflammation and you can help drain nasal sinus and through the lymph. But
I want that for myself because I heard it gives you more of a snatched.
It does. I need to do it more.
Yeah.
I forget.
Isn't it crazy how there's all these things that you can just do to make you prettier for free?
We're
we just
I don't have time for that.
I'd rather scroll Instagram.
But I'll make I'll make my Botox appointment.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, at least we're supporting the local economy. That's my opinion. But favorite things basket. Great. It's a great gift. And I think you can adapt it for anybody. I like to do it for friends. I like to do it for birthdays, especially, but it's just a nice way to get a bunch of gifts and you don't have to feel like you're not, because sometimes you can't afford something big or you don't necessarily want to get something big.
Yeah.
I like to give multiple gifts. So it's a nice way to throw in a bunch of personal things.
Yeah, I love that.
Always a good choice. Okay. A mug with a favorite memory printed.
That's so cute. Do you want to know my only issue?
What?
I'm the total opposite of you. I actually just got in trouble by Alex because I'm so minimalist. I don't like 80,000 mugs. It stresses me out.
You would explode in my house.
There's 8 in my house total.
I probably have 8 in the dishwasher that I've used this past week right now.
Alex got mad because I threw out his one that said flannels and football that I got him from the dollar Target section 6 years ago.
He's sentimental.
And I was like, that's dumb. I think it says I don't know, something like fire, bonfire, flannels.
Football. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
And I'm like, ew, you don't need that anymore.
Yeah.
And he's like, I cannot believe you donated that.
I can't get rid of any mugs. I have so many that are just a piece of me. And I'm like, I couldn't possibly, I couldn't use all of these in a whole quarter of a fiscal quarter of the year. I cannot use all these mugs. But it's a fun collection. And they all have a story or a memory. And now that I've cemented myself as a mug collector, then that's the gift I get from everyone. I'm like, how do I choose whose mug to give away? I can't. So I
have to tell you, the Scorpio one you got me, it made the cut.
I am so flattered.
And it's the only unpieced.
It's a good mug though, because it's a neutral color. Mm-hmm. It's wide. It has the good.
I just thought I should tell you.
Full latte. I'm so honored.
I did not rid myself of that one.
Well, I hope that it can survive another round of cuts whenever you.
I don't know, but
whenever you advance and you go to purge again. I have a mug that I had received of a trip that I took to the beach, and it had a picture that I took of the sunset. Oh. And it was such a cute gift because then it's a mug, and I would use it because it's versatile, but also sweet to think of. It's not just a mug from the beach. It's a mug with a picture that I took whenever I was there. So that was a sweet gift. You can get it with just about anything on Shutterfly.
Not a bad idea.
I know there's other places, but that's where I usually get my mugs. Next idea, which kind of goes with our eye patches, would be anything cozy or spa / self-care.
Yeah, you can't go Barefoot Dream socks. Any socks.
Blankets like that.
Yeah.
There's a blanket from Target's like Threshold line that feels like the Barefoot Dreams robe.
So I bought that for Collins a lot, and now she sleeps. It's pink.
It's so nice. I have
what
the
is
tan
that fabric? Chiffon? No.
Heaven.
Yeah.
Of the gods.
Period.
Yeah, it's so nice. It's like heavy, like the perfect amount.
Yes.
It's not a weighted blanket, just like a dense material.
Yes.
It's so nice. But I would never, if I got only blankets, candles, and
wouldn't be bad.
eye patches for the rest of my life, I'd be
And
like,
mugs.
this is great. And mugs. Even like bath stuff. Not everyone is a bath person. I am.
Yeah.
Since I got this tub at our house that we have now, I take baths like multiple times a week. It's so relaxing. Put my little video up on the tray because I can't be without my phone.
I know.
So nice.
I have got to get, you know what I keep doing? I need to get a bath caddy.
I'll send you a link to one.
Please do. Because I keep being like, oh no, I don't need that. And then every time I take a bath, I'm devastated that I haven't bought
It's so
one.
nice because it has, the one that I have has a little spot where you can slide the stem of a wine glass into it so it doesn't topple if you were to get, I guess, rowdy whenever you're taking a bath. But also it has the thing you can put your phone or a book or anything in so you can just, amazing.
Send me the link.
Game changing. I love to soak like a potato in a just boiling pot of water. It's my favorite pastime.
Like Alex knows, anytime I'm having a bad day,
he just runs the bath.
he's like, do you want to go take a bath? I'll put Collins down.
It's like a kind suggestion. He's like, go fix your attitude, but in a nice way.
Like, pull it together, lady.
Austin, he sometimes will be like, do you need to go for a run? And it's not, I'm assuming it's the same way you talk to your kids. Where you're like, do you need to sit by yourself for a second?
Yeah. Do you need to take a break?
And I respond the same way as your children probably do. Whenever I'm like, what do you mean? No.
I all better now?
Yeah. I'm like, no, please, I don't want to.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, okay, probably that's a suggestion that I should take. But.
And you're like, but you're not allowed to make it.
Yeah, even if you're right, I would need to come to that conclusion on my own. My favorite thing now is whenever I go for a run in the chilly, cold air, is I'll come back and start to fill the tub up and then take a shower because obviously I'm sweaty, have to shower, and then immediately jump out of the shower and into the tub because I'm cold. That's
fabulous.
Good for my water bill? No. Good for my soul? Yes.
But I still have to do, like, I still have to take a shower when I take a bath. I don't know how to explain that.
I have to, if I haven't done anything that day, like if I'm working from home, I'm like, oh, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
But if I have done anything outside in the world, I'm like, I need to cleanse myself.
Yes.
Because a bath for me isn't cleansing, it's like relaxing.
Right.
So the shower is for cleansing.
You want to you either have to take a bath and then get in the shower to actually clean your body, but that's harder because you're like, I'm so relaxed. I don't want to get up.
That's why I always shower first.
So shower, get the hard work over with.
Yeah. And then just get the tub.
The scrubbing of your body. That's so dramatic, but you know what I mean. And then soak in the tub.
Oh yeah. I can imagine people in the 1800s were like, we bathe in the same bucket for days. What are you talking about? All the pilgrims that are listening to us.
I know. Or even our parents that are like, yeah, my parents used to fill the bath and we'd each take, I'm like,
yeah.
I'm going to throw up.
I wasn't cut out for survival back then.
No.
Mm-mm. I would be one of the kids
My mom's like, yeah, you used to want the bath first because the water would get cold. I'm like, that's not why everything, all the nastiness in there.
Mm-mm. I couldn't do it.
Oh,
anyways,
I've gotten so bad about.
Thank the Lord for modern inventions and hot water heaters and all that. And being spoiled by modern technology. I think that spa gifts can go in two directions. One can be self-care stuff at home, and one can be gift cards. Like if someone wouldn't treat themselves to a facial, that is always a good gift.
Yes. And you're like, I'll do it for you.
It's so nice because a lot of times you're like, oh, well, I would love one, but
I don't need to
more
spend
important
that on myself.
Things. Yeah. And you could get them, a massage, what do they run? Typically a 90-minute massage could be $150 to $170.
Yeah.
And then, so it's a more expensive gift for sure. But you can also get them, maybe a 30 or 45-minute massage or maybe a gift card for a little facial or a dermaplane, things like that, just depending on the budget that you're looking for.
I love that.
But it's nice to get people things that they might not think to do for themselves, especially moms.
Especially self-care.
Yeah, this time of year.
Yeah.
Everyone needs some TLC. Mm-hmm. That was actually the next on my list. I just forgot. So things people wouldn't get themselves, parentheses, luxury products. So skincare even. Which that's a tough one because I think if I received skincare from anyone but you, I'd be like, what are you saying?
Okay, so I struggle with this. I will gift people skincare and then I overanalyze it and overthink it for about 30 days prior to gifting. Because I'm like, what if they think I'm trying to tell them something and I would never do that? Or what if they think I'm just giving them this because it's something I have at work, even though I'm like, I really think they'll love, I actually pick out what I'm giving
I think that
someone.
If it were someone who wasn't in aesthetics and they just got me pimple patches, I'd probably cry. And then block their number.
I can buy myself these.
And I'm like, no, you're not supposed to notice me. Yeah. But then coming from you or anyone who actually has a passion and an affinity for skincare, I would be like, okay, this is a recommendation. Like you would get me something that I wouldn't know to purchase for myself. Also, I do ask you for everything I buy. I'm like, Brie, is this okay?
Well, and I like and then my friends will be like, that's what I want.
Yes.
You know? And I'm like, okay, but like, do you think that I'm not thinking outside the box? I don't know.
No, that's what I would want. Because if you got me something that anyone else could get me, then I would be like, I mean, I say that I would be thankful
Miss
for whatever
the mark.
for whatever you got me. But if you have this, like if you have this information that and the access to products that others don't have, you're only one of two people that can get me that gift that, you know, works in a spa. It's you and our girl Amanda.
I just like actually pick things because I'm like I have a friend and she just straight up tells me, I'm really close with her. She's like, no, I'm not going to buy medical grade. That's not where I'm at. So she is just a couple of years older than me. So I didn't buy her. I mean, kind of, but got her neck cream. And I'm like, I'm so worried to give this to her, but I would want it because I've been using it now for a year and it's like made a huge difference. And we're right at the age where we start to notice our like neck a little bit. And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this. And I was like, oh, thank God.
I think it just depends. Like I'm at a place where I'm so vocal about my insecurities. I think it comes from a place of almost if I can talk about it, then no one else can talk about it first.
Yeah.
Which it came from that back in the day. But now I'm just like, we all have acne. We all have issues. So I'll talk about it all day long.
Yeah.
But if I weren't in that place, like if I were still in that stage where I'm like, I don't have acne. What are you talking about? I've never broken out in my life. And someone acknowledged it. I'd be like,
mortified.
Yeah. And this place, don't care. We could talk about it.
I know.
All the live long day.
I do see where skincare can be tricky. Unless like your friend is an SD or someone then I could be like.
Yeah. I think with that, if you're just like a regular average girl like me, maybe don't go buy your friend's skincare. But if it's something that you know they want or like I guess something that they have been seeking out, you can. Or if you have the expertise, that's a good gift idea. But maybe don't go get your friends like Ozempic or something because they might be like, what are you saying?
I'd be thrilled, but yes.
Like, wait, how'd you know?
Yeah.
Santa, please. Yeah. They wake up with like Hydroxycut in their stockings. Yeah. Maybe not. We're going to put that lower on the list of gift ideas.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
I got a makeup palette for my birthday and I loved that gift. So it's.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought to buy it for myself. It's the James Charles painted palette.
I know nothing about makeup.
Basically, it's all warm tones. Like it's like an eyeshadow palette, but
so like golds, oranges. Okay.
Yes, all of those, which are the only ones that I wear. Once again, because Cosmo or 17 told me back whenever I was a child that that's the colors that suit green eyes, so I bought them.
That's so funny.
All I use, but it's so pretty, and I wouldn't have thought to splurge on that for myself because I'm like, I'll just keep using my same like naked palette I've had since 2016.
Yeah.
Even though it's crusty and old. So that was a really sweet gift. And I liked that. I would buy it for friends too, especially if it's someone that you know is interested in makeup. And
I wish I knew more about makeup, but I know.
But you're not a full glam girl.
No, I'm not ever.
You're a clean girl.
Like this is full glam for me. And then this is also my everyday.
Versatile. Also, it's good because every time I try and branch out, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do something different today. I'm like, why did I do that? I know how I like my makeup.
I got influenced like twice on TikTok to get something. Yeah. I will tell you one of the ones I was super disappointed in.
Which one?
I was so excited. I wanted to try the YSL brown mascara.
Yeah.
Like, this is going to be so good. Hated it.
Really?
It like flakes everywhere. Yikes. It was not cheap. I love the brown. I wish, which I do think the mascara I use, they make in a brown. So I'm going to be ordering that next.
Right.
But mascara is the one thing I like.
It's tough.
Actually spend some money on.
But if you don't use a full like face, you don't do eyeliner, you don't do shadow, so that's fine.
So I was devastated over that because everyone on TikTok was like, "This is the best."
I have lashes that don't really curl naturally, so I have to get like, I mean, mascara doesn't really work for me. It works some, but also sometimes I just don't want to do eye makeup at all because like it doesn't look as good. Yeah, I just want to rub my eyes. So I'll do like tinted sunscreen, some blush, some like setting powder and everything, just so I'm not super dewy, and then lips and brows, and then just leave my eyes bare because I'm like, that is the least important to me.
I got put on Color Science. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
It's all SPF makeup. I'm obsessed with it.
One fewer step. I'm listening.
It's just like my contour is SPF. Like you can use the little bronze stick and it's all SPF. Concealer's SPF. The blush is SPF.
I'm into it.
And then I was thinking, because I have girls, this is such a good gift for like that tween that wants to start wearing makeup, but you're like, we don't really.
You don't want to give them like Wet and Wild. That's going to just break them out.
Yes. Yeah. I'm like, what a great idea.
That's a fantastic idea, actually.
So,
okay.
If anyone listening has tween
girls,
and they're into makeup and you're not like, yes, it's pricey, but like it's, I don't know. I literally love it so much. I'm like, I feel like I'm going to have to end up bringing this on at Skinwise because I love it so much.
I would love that. I'll buy it from you for sure. Let me know when
I'll
that's
keep
in.
you updated.
Yeah, please do. Fill a newsletter. Okay. This one is tougher, but it was a popular recommendation, a book or book series.
Oh.
Which is tough because I am very picky about what books I get. So if someone got me books, I would have to have vetted them myself, you know?
Yeah. Or like said, I'm really interested in. Yeah.
I think it's a great gift idea, but it's the selection that's hard. So
I feel like you really have to know someone to give them a book.
Yeah. And what they're I mean, if you have a similar interest history, then that makes sense.
But also, I feel like you could get me something and be like, I think you'll really like this. And I would
That's
be like,
true.
oh.
That is true, yeah.
And I believe you.
But you only like self-help books. So what if I get something that's like getting out of your own way?
I probably would be like, oh my gosh, thank you.
Wait, I've already read this.
I do love self-help.
I know, but that's a tricky one because what
I'm
if
on
it's
a novel
hurtful?
right now, though.
Really?
Yeah, because I had to drive. And so I was like, I need something like easy. It's called The 5-Star Weekend. It's so just like cheeky is the best word I have. It's so nothing, but it's like cute and easy.
A light read.
Yeah.
I'm getting back into podcasts, which I know that sounds hypocritical as a podcaster, but for a while I was just into music and almost like zoning out. But I think now that I'm not socializing all the time, then I'm like, it feels nice to have a podcast
What
in
do
my
you
ear.
listen to?
I'm loving Anything Goes with Emma Chamberlain. Okay. She's a solo podcaster and everything is very just calm. She podcasts literally from bed. Like everything is just talking about life. Her voice is so soothing. It's just like her analyses of different things in life. The last one I listened to was basically talking about how we all know what we need inherently. And we're also influenced by the world to say like, okay, if you want to have better metabolism, you have to follow the carnivore diet. And then if you want better sleep, you have to get sunlight after the first 15 minutes of you waking up. Like everything is so just bogged down with recommendations from every different person.
So huge.
Everyone has like the key to a healthy life and there's so much to improve at all different times. But where what could have cleared up one person's skin can make the other person break out, or what routine works for one person might be the opposite for somebody else. And it was just basically talking about how you have to pick and choose like what works for you and not compare. Yeah. Which is very true. Just like a soothing listen.
This I can't because we'll go down a whole rabbit hole, but that's actually been on my mind a lot lately with just marketing and social media. That's all I'm going to say.
It's tough. Trust me. It's tough.
Moving right along.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother day.
I know. Well, good thing for us. We've got ample episodes left to record. So we've got lots of topics. Okay. This one was one of my favorite ones, but this is a intense gift. Like this, you'd have to really put some thought into this. Someone said their friend got her a thrifted collection of clothes and then made a Pinterest board with like how to style them. How thoughtful is that?
Who was your friend?
I know. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I want her.
But how kind is that? Like
I feel like that's something you would do.
I've never thought of that before. That's so sweet. And I'll buy friends like pieces, but to think about like a couple different outfits and showing them how to style, I love that idea.
I'm obsessed.
I mean, especially if it's like a staple or like a more versatile piece, then you could just show them all the different ways.
I do feel like your friend would have to be okay with thrifting.
Yes.
Like some people are really strange about that. Mm-hmm. And I get that.
Like you?
No.
Okay.
No. I like thrifted. I do feel like I thrifted before it was like cool to thrift.
You definitely did, yeah. We had the cool Chicago scene. I'm jealous of that.
And like I remember, and my bestie would say this. She was kind of like, wait,
secondhand?
Buy clothes that people used
Austin
to
is
wear.
that guy. He's that person for sure.
And I'm like, this is the dopest jacket.
I'm like,
and
I can wash it.
Yeah. And I'm like, I wash everything before.
I'm not taking it off this person's body.
Yeah. And first of all, like, you don't think people have tried this on in the dressing room that you're trying something on?
Exactly.
Anyways.
And plus, they've been in factories, like they've been transported. Just because it hasn't been on someone's personal body doesn't mean that it hasn't been in nasty places.
And I thrifted in college. Like I remember I bought this maxi skirt and like cut it off. I also have this amazing, actually, now that I think about it, this would be a perfect piece for you. Thrifted, like purple, like I don't even know how to explain it. I'm going to get excited talking about it. I'll show you. A K-State piece. And it doesn't say K-State on it, but it has purple in the sweater and it's like a dope thrifted sweater. And I got it in Manhattan thrifting at the little store. And I remember my sorority sisters were like, ew.
You don't get this.
And then like everyone was like, where'd you get that leather jacket? And I was like, I thrifted it. And I really think it's because
and now it would probably be like the biggest thing. Oh, you were just ahead of your time.
I really truly think it's because like I didn't have the money my friends did in college.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't.
Mm-hmm. I
didn't have my parents' credit card. Like no, that was not a thing. Like my parents were like, you get
You give it
this little bit of money, go work a job.
Yeah, you have clothes to wear.
Yeah.
That's kind of how mine started because I needed new clothes for my grown-up job whenever I worked at the bank, and I just could not afford going to like White House Black Market to go buy work clothes. So I would go to the Goodwill off of Kansas because it had a lot of workwear because I assume that's where the wealthy dump their clothes.
Yeah.
And I found so many good things. And then I got turned on to like the whole thrifting scene because I went there out of necessity, but then I found all the cute stuff and now I still shop there even though I probably could shop somewhere else as well. It's just the joy of like finding something that's one of one.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
And like,
or even now places like Springy.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I'm like, they're making a whole brand off of thrifted clothes, y'all.
Which I love to see.
Like this, I mean, I'm here for thrifting and less waste anyways.
There's a place in Ozark at Camp Flea upstairs that has like the cutest vintage collection. It's a bunch of vendors instead of just one. So like Springy, but several different things.
Wait, that's amazing.
They had this leather jacket that I should have bought.
Oh,
and
Hannah.
I was like, it's too close to Christmas. I don't need to be shopping for myself. Like I'll just wait. But it was like a brown jacket, like the cutest old leather. And it was only $50. And I was like, I had just shopped so much though.
Oh, that's
like
why.
I had just shopped.
You had that like slight buyer's remorse where you're like
I had spent a lot of money recently on just whatever things I had been buying for myself because it was right before my birthday and I went too above and beyond for myself, you know, and then I'm like, oh, I didn't need to buy something else. Like it's almost Christmas. And now I'm like, oh, I could have just bought it. It's not a big deal. No, whatever. I would have worn all the time. But if anyone loves their friends that much.
That's pretty dope.
And knows their sizes and everything else, then that's an insane gift. Maybe more of a birthday gift.
Oh, sometimes though, like I wonder if I'd be like, what are you trying to say? I don't have style if you made a whole
That's true. Maybe we're just too sensitive for gifts.
We are.
Yeah. You can only that's why we only give candles, blankets, and
so basic.
Yeah, because it's a safe gift, but I get it. Okay. Gift cards to places you frequent. I used to hate this because I'm like, cop out. No.
I love that.
You're gonna spend the money anyways. That's so nice.
Like gift card me some coffee.
Oh yeah. Honestly, that's what I did for my parents last year because we are in a place where we don't really get gifts because my brother and I are grown, and why would we spend all the money? You know, we can just get each other things or get ourselves things. But I still get my parents gift cards, and I'll pick like the coffee shop that we frequent the most, and I'm like, that way we can go together.
That's cute.
So
I
and
love
then
that.
it's like coffee on me for a few months. So that's fun. I think it's a great idea. Or like couples.
That.
What's your and Alex's favorite date night spot?
Oh man, we really like Avanzari.
Love
for like a nicer dinner, but then probably Haruno.
Love Haruno
for sushi.
Yeah, that's my favorite too. I mean, then date nights are paid for, which is great. Gift that keeps on giving.
I love that.
Okay. I have done this for my mother-in-law for a couple years, but digital pet portraits for people who like are obsessed with their pets.
Get out.
Yeah. The place I went to online was called Crown and Paw, and it's like you can get your pet painted basically in any setting.
Funny.
So they have one of their dog who has since passed away, R.I.P. to Dodger, but he was painted as a war general, like in the ancient wars, and then one where he was painted as a president. So you can like pick how you want their dog to be portrayed.
Wait, that's hilarious.
It's so funny. And it's like spot on. Like you just have to have a photo of the dog and they'll create this rendering of him just like looking over
Hannah, I
so
can't.
studious. It's amazing. And it's personal. So it's not just like,
it is cute. And like people's
dog.
pets are like, they're babies.
They're babies. So we all have a person that we're like, okay, you know they're not a person. We love them.
Like dog mom on the back of their car.
Yes. Like they would sacrifice a child for their dog. And I was like, well, that's something for your therapist to bring up, I guess. So not for me to say.
Not for us.
Okay, this one was cute too, especially for travelers. A scratch-off map of the U.S. or any variation of like a travel log map.
Yeah, that's cute.
Because they have a ton of them on Etsy where you can like scratch off with a coin every place you've gone. They also have world versions or
that's
different
really
places.
Fun.
There's one where you can have pictures put in. I think you have to do it online first and then have it printed though.
You know what else I got, which this seems lame, but I actually loved this gift, is like a really nice cover for my passport. So like if you're traveling, like I'm like, that's fun. That's actually a really sweet.
That's cute.
Gift.
I did get that. I put it on my wedding registry and we got 2 of those. And I love them. I still use them.
I know it sounds so lame, but I'm like, that feels like such a sophisticated
and
gift.
you are going to use it. So but it might be one of those things that you're like, do I need one? No.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love that. Amazon has a ton, by the way.
Yeah.
Favorite recipes for someone who likes to cook. This one, someone had said their favorite gift they were given.
Idea.
Yes.
So I keep a little like book, and it's like some of my grandma's recipes, my Grammy, like my dad and stepmom. Like I love to keep them in the little book and look at them. I'm trying to think food wise too. I feel like sometimes like cookware, which that can get expensive, but even like really nice wine glasses for me.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm like, those are such great like glassware in general.
Things that you can use.
Such a good.
And you'll think of that person.
Yeah, like fun, funky glasses for like, I think that's such a fun gift.
Austin is a chef. Like he loves to do those things.
Yeah.
So anything I can get for him kitchen wise, he will love. Things that he, like funny little,
yeah.
Like I got him this, he's not going to listen to this, but I got him this meat thermometer this year and it Bluetooths to your phone.
Yes.
So you can like set on your phone, like what meat you want. You can track the temperature. You can like change. Absolutely. Like it's really cool. So, I mean, hopefully this isn't the one episode he listens to before Christmas.
He will. And then he's like, perfect. That's what I want.
I know, which is fine. I mean, I'm not one for surprises anyways, but
yeah.
Speaking of that, do you like to be surprised or do you like to know what you're getting?
I'm never surprised.
Yeah.
My husband truly is like, I love you. I don't want to mess this up. I've made too many errors. Like,
he's like, tell me exactly where to go.
Really, I'm not even kidding. Like, we don't do gifts.
Yeah.
We don't do gifts for.
I don't fault you at all for that. I've told Austin before, there's no reason to. I think he just likes to shop. Like he loves to give gifts as his love language.
Yeah.
So he has fun with that. But I agree.
We're just not like we
especially when it's the same
trip.
Money, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'd just as well like to make the same memories.
And Alex will always ask. He's like, do you want me to get like Mother's Day? He's like, well, I'm like, you can get me my perfume I love. And he did. Yeah. But I was like, I don't really have anything. Like that's what I'm out of that I could use.
Right.
But I know some women really do want to be surprised. I just.
Again, love languages. Like however you feel the most loved. If being surprised and having someone think of you in that way is how you deserve to feel or want to, then you deserve that. But if it's not, then it's not. Yeah. So totally fine. Sorry, I need my reading glasses.
Readers?
That I don't own. It's on like 58 font. I still can't read it. Okay, at-home coffee bundle. This I would love. Because Nespresso pods are expensive for one. Are. So if someone had
an espresso, I almost put that in your birthday bag. A little like sheet of them. And then I'm like,
they're pricey.
I don't know.
They're pricey.
I was going to get them regardless because I'm like, this is probably not even half of how many I've used at her house. But then I was like, what? I don't know. I just felt so lame. No. But now I know you would actually like that.
No, I would give it to somebody else. I did that for my friend Susan that got an espresso. You have to like, I don't know. They're just price. Like I have them on a subscribe and save. Yeah. So it orders like every 3 months or so. But if I were to be shopping for someone like for Christmas and you didn't know, you could do that and like some syrups or some
which would be cute.
A cute little frother.
Yeah.
Something like that. So that, especially for all of us who are trying to save money by.
Oh, I know.
Obviously not Brie and I, but for anyone who is trying to save money by making coffee.
I'm trying. I'm just not succeeding.
That's half the battle. And not all battles are meant to be won. So
winter, it's my nemesis. I started getting really good where I truly only bought one once a week. Mm-hmm. And then it hit Christmas. And I'm like, wow, too many to try.
A fun fact about me is that Treat Yourself Friday used to be the only day that I got myself coffee. That's why it started. Because whenever I used to work at the bank, that I would, I was on a pretty fixed income living by myself and paying all the bills and everything and paying off college. So, the $5.48 for a latte was a once a week thing.
Yeah.
And that's why I made it such a big deal in my head because I'm like romanticizing getting coffee once a week. Now I get coffee 3 to 4 to 7 times a week. And I'm like, Treat Yourself Friday.
Every day.
But it's just fun to celebrate,
I know.
And I had a sweet moment on a couple Fridays ago where my sister-in-law went to Chance of Snow in Nixa and she was picking me up a coffee and she didn't know what to order. So she asked the barista, who is actually a listener of the podcast, what she should get. And first of all, if I am known by coffee shop baristas around the city, I have, a win, but concerning. This one I think just happened to be someone that I do know. And she recommended a certain drink. I don't remember what it was, but it was amazing. And then she wrote Happy Treat Yourself Friday on it with a smiley face. So when my sister-in-law Brooke showed up to give it to me, it said that. And it happened to be like the week that I was going through everything. So I messaged her and I was like, you have no idea like what that meant to me. I messaged her after the episode came out and like everyone kind of was aware. And she was like, I had the weirdest feeling that you would need to pick me up. Literally this happened Friday, which I had gone to the doctor and everything Monday. Very fresh. Like I had
that is crazy.
Yeah, like chills. And she said that she and her husband have been trying to make God more of a priority in their life. And like she had just felt like something that I needed more of a pick me up. And I was like, you have no idea. Like
that was a God wink.
It was such a God wink. I felt so seen and just like what a small little she didn't have to. Like I wasn't even there.
Community we live in and don't even I know.
And like the fact that she remembered, so it was amazing. And it's just one of those small things that feels so comforting.
I adore her too.
Yeah. Yeah. You know who you are.
We love you. Who you are.
We love you. And now I want to go to Chance of Snow. But I think that is always a good thing. So if you're looking for a gift card recommendation, obviously we support Urban Grounds. We support the press. We support Chance of Snow.
Yeah.
Cup of Joe. In Nixa. Lots of coffee shops. and architect. We're not going to get into this. We love all of them.
Yeah,
so.
This could get steep.
Slippery. Sorry, guys. I'm stressed out.
Else?
We've been talking for 45 minutes and I'm not even halfway through.
We need to like speed round.
Okay, I'm going to rapid fire these.
Okay.
This one, touchy. So I had a homemade bookshelf that was made for me by someone that I used to date. And I was like, am I allowed to keep this? Because it's not made by my husband, but also I love it. And it was personal at the time. Yeah. And it's a sweet sentimental thing. So if you are a carpenter or someone you know is a carpenter and you get a gift for someone, it's just something that I think is a testament to a relationship you had at a certain point in time. It's sweet that someone thought of you and crafted it versus like, an at-home.
I think anything handmade, like my mother-in-law knits little or crochets. I don't know.
That's the next on the list
for my girls.
That's precious.
I'm obsessed with them. And like blankets. I love them.
Okay, I have a question. So Alex took the girls to a Sooners game.
Yeah.
Their outfits were so cute. Did he pick them out or did you lay them out?
Hannah, he told me he was going to go and I ordered them and made sure
who did their hair?
His mom.
Okay, I was like,
his parents went with him.
I was so
God
impressed.
love him, but there's no way he could conquer
They had the cutest little pigtails and everything, and I was like,
his mom's really good.
Okay,
yeah.
I was good on him as well because it was precious. But I saw their pigtails, and I love
my husband, but there's one thing he can't do, and it's their hair.
That's fine.
Yeah,
what dad can.
He shouldn't like his hands are. He can't like.
They're not meant for the fine motor skills. They're meant to like fix cars.
And my girl's hair is like fine. Yeah,
they have like 3 hairs.
Like Kinson does specifically. Collins has a lot, but it's so like even I struggle. It's slippery, and my hair's like curlier, and so
I was so impressed.
My mother-in-law, saint.
Well, shout out to her
because he sent me a picture. I'm like, make sure like you do their hair.
Sometimes you can tell when dads put the outfits together, and you're like, oh. Like, those are pajama pants, and he doesn't even know it.
I can't even get into it, but I was like, why is Kinson in her slippers and not her cute little tennis shoes? I better, but I was like, it doesn't matter.
It was so sweet though. Yeah, that was precious, but yeah, good on you. Okay, so I have a crocheted blanket as the next one, which I did do one year. I crocheted everyone that I was giving gifts for blankets.
Amazing.
And then also it's nice to know, like, if people put them out, they actually love you. And then sometimes just go rot in like a closet somewhere, and I'm like, give it back then.
You're like, fine, I'll gift it to someone.
You know how many cramps I got in my hands from making that for you? I have carpal tunnel, and you didn't even display it. So fun. Okay, an experience: candle making, painting pottery.
I love that.
Going to a wine tasting.
I'm a quality time girly, so that wraps up.
So is my mom. That's what I usually do. And at this point, we've painted so many mugs. I don't think she wants to. So this year, I'm thinking we'll go to Heirloom and make candles, which could be fun.
Do that.
So I'll report back. Okay. For apparel, this one might sound familiar. A sweatshirt with your favorite character on it.
Oh my god.
Or a mug. I just put fangirl apparel because
I love. Have you seen though everywhere where people are putting their like significant, like they're gifting their boyfriend or husband? I'm like, I can't.
I have a swimsuit with Austin's face all over it.
I love that.
Someone got it for me for a lingerie party. Yeah. I'm gonna bring it on every vacation I ever go on.
Oh, please do.
But it does from far away just look like a fleshy pattern. It doesn't, unless you're close, like you can't tell what it is. So it kind of just looks like. Ugh.
I feel like I remember you wearing that on your honeymoon.
I thought it was funny, but I think a lot of things are funny.
Did Austin?
It took him a second to notice it, and I was like, "What do you think?" And he's like, "It's cute," and I was like,
"You're not actually."
I'm like, "It's you."
He's like, "Oh,
yeah,
men,
not the most observant, but that's fine. They are necessary." So
that they are.
A sweatshirt, like Bree's sweatshirt that I got for her birthday with Harvey, which we're still trucking through suits, and I am loving him more and more.
I know.
I have to say, I don't think I'm as much of a Mike girl anymore. I don't know why.
You converted?
I am. At the beginning, I was like, oh my gosh, she's so like boyish and cute and charming, and Harvey was like just so intense. I'm like, I don't know. That's like,
oh, I love the intense.
Now I'm like, I want him to yell at someone for me. Maybe yell at me. I don't know. I love him.
And then tell me he loves me.
Yes, he's got that energy where it's like, you know, that the only person that he likes in the world is like the one person that he likes in the world.
Yeah.
And that's what I want.
Yeah.
I want him to hate everybody else.
Deep.
Yeah, exactly. I want him to have trauma. Just kidding. Okay, so that was from Etsy.
Love.
And I have 2 mugs. One I got for my birthday from one of my sweet friends, and it is a mug with Sebastian Stan's face all over it. I also have one that I bought for myself with Andrew Garfield's face all over it. So always a good gift.
Yeah, not
You can
bad.
find those all over Etsy.
It's cute. It's so fun.
What do you think about a subscription box? Didn't you used to have one?
I did. My mother-in-law got us one for kids' toys, and they were like,
that's cute.
Like not like ugly kids' toys, because she knew me better than that. They were like interactive, and we still. What is it called? Love Every. Great box for new moms. Okay. She also got me what they call a bump box. Those were
I've seen
kind of
those.
hit or miss, but like once I became pregnant, like they send you what's relevant for that
like period in your pregnancy.
And that was fun and cute and like different. And it sent Alex a couple
and like
things.
something to look forward to.
Yeah.
I got that for my engagement. I think it was ring box or bride box or something. There's a couple, but I have one of those and it sends you a bunch of stuff. And honestly, do you use all of it? Probably not,
no,
but it's cute.
But there's some things like that you find out that you're like, oh, I loved that, or I love this brand, or like, you know, whatever.
And then you get attached to certain things, which I think is great.
Yep.
You could also do FabFitFun. I know BoxyCharm. There's like a bunch of things.
Oh my gosh,
Ipsy, is that the makeup one?
Yep.
That's just a cute thing. So then it's like gifts that keep on giving all year round. Cameos for your favorite characters. I know a friend who got this for her boyfriend for his birthday. She got Lewis Lit. We've talked about this. Yeah. So cameo.com has a lot of things you can do. We're thinking outside the box. Cocktail kits for your favorite drink.
It's so fun.
Imagine if I just got you gin and olives and then you're like, thanks.
I would love it, but it would need to be vodka.
Oh, you're not a gin girl?
No.
Let me tell you a story.
Maybe I haven't branched out enough. Maybe I need to try gin.
Well, here's the thing. I'm just not very cultured, so I can't tell which one's which, like if it's a dirty enough martini, so I don't care. Like, I order extra dirty.
I know I like mine extra dirty too.
So I can't tell. It's just alcohol.
It's just...
Speaking of, I was at a coffee shop and on Sunday, and my friend and I we were going to get cocktails because they used to have cocktails, but I guess I just haven't been there in a while. So they're like, sorry, we don't serve alcohol anymore. And we got our coffees, we sat down, and then we ended up getting offered shots, which I don't want to expose the coffee shop because I don't know if they're allowed to have this, but the feds don't listen to us. So then the owner was like, do you want some shots? And we're like, okay. And then he gave us 2 free shots of tequila at like 2 p.m. on a Sunday. And I was just like, all right, bottoms up.
Wait.
But I washed it down with a peppermint mocha and it was vile. Don't care though.
I don't know if I could do it. After college, like I don't think I can, like the last time I took a tequila shot, I threw up in my
thought
mouth.
I might. I was like, I don't know if I can do this and stomach it in public. But also, how often do you get offered just like a free tequila shot in the middle of the day?
That's wild.
Yeah.
From a coffee shop.
On the Lord's Day? I mean,
yeah.
I feel like I want to get offered again. Therefore, I'm going to say yes to this one. It just felt like one of those moments I'm like, this is very random. So I need to say yes.
I have to say yes.
Yeah. So I did. And it was gross, but whatever. Such is life.
That's kind of fun though.
Also,
story.
It is a fun story. 417 Cocktails has special kits if you wanted to not put it together.
Yep. They have super cute little kits.
Oh, I love.
That's fun.
And her shop is cute.
I know.
Shout out to Mandy. Okay, the last one, framed or printed photos / scrapbooks, any of those.
So this is what I do for my parents, grandparents, in-laws. I make a little book, which you can do, like you can do a subscription with them too. They're called chat books is what I use. And like it will pull it from your camera roll. I know a lot of like moms that started doing it with their kids to like have little, cause you have a million photos in your phone and you don't print them, but they're cute little books, like little, and that's what I get
That's adorable.
And then I saw something, I feel like I've mentioned this, but where you can like wrap the paper over and let your kids color on it. Like the easel paper.
Oh, yeah.
And so they colored all over the table, and then you can wrap your grandparents' gifts with that.
That is so cute, actually. So, I wonder if it had the same effect if I just did that.
I would love it.
And it's just not that. It's like
your parents would be like,
they're like, whose kids did this? And I'm like, me.
I drew the Christmas tree.
Yeah, I drew that. Can't you tell? It's us.
But it keeps them busy, and then you can reuse it.
That's so sweet, though.
It's a fun idea.
I love that. I have gotten gifts from, again, Shutterfly. One year they had this big sale for some reason, and I got to browsing and I realized how many things you can get customized.
Oh yeah.
So I got my mother-in-law a phone case that had our family photo from that year.
Wait, cute.
I think I just got her the one with her and my brother-in-law in Austin, just so she could have like her and the boys. Also, there's 6 of us. That's not a lot to fit. Like that's a lot of room on a phone.
Like, yeah.
So I got her that one. You can also I got my parents like mugs with us on them, and then
sweet.
You can do literally anything. Like for your grandparents, you can get them like a blanket. Because grandparents
love that stuff.
Oh yeah, they even have those crystals. Like you know how they used to be such a novelty where it has like the picture like lasered into it.
Oh,
have you seen those? My grandma got one for my grandpa, and we got it from Shutterfly. So it's a cute gift. Yeah,
it's a great idea.
Customizable.
I know.
What if I just got all my friends gifts with just me on them?
I'd probably love it. I think it's hilarious.
I could do it. Oh, I did do something sweet last year. I was actually proud of this one. We did Secret Santa with a couple of my friends, and I went and asked everyone in our friend group to give me 3 words that like describe other people. So, or 1 word to describe everyone. So like for our 5 friends, I was like, give me a word to describe Brooke, Susan, Kendall, so on.
Yeah.
And I asked them all separately. So then I got words for everyone. And then I got a little like frame from the Dollar Tree. It's like only like 4x4, maybe like super small. And then I put scrapbook paper in the back of it. That was like their color, I guess.
Yeah,
and then I just wrote all the words out, or I typed them out and then stuck it on there. So then they have a little frame that like would say kind, compassionate, courageous.
That's
like
actually
I had
really cute
all
idea.
the words like our friends think of them. So it was very sweet. If I do say so myself.
Did you think that by yourself?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it was inspired by the internet, but
That's
like
amazing,
I thought it was a sweet thing to do.
Yeah, that's really sweet.
Because I was like, I just love you guys so much. So
yeah.
Feel free to steal. That's fine. I probably was inspired by something that I'm forgetting, but that's all I got.
We did it. You did well. I like keep looking at that screen. I'm like, how is she reading that?
I kind of know them because I took them from the responses, but also I was just trying to fly by because we were chatty today. It's been too long. So I was like hoping we could get 2 30-minute ones. We got 2 hour-long ones.
I know.
So,
oops.
Oh well. Thanks for listening, guys.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. Bye.
Bye.